the young, and the restless spoilers. Lucy stumbled upon something she never expected while reviewing the security footage from her home. The video showed Sharon, a woman she thought she knew, breaking into her house. But what startled her even more was that Sharon wasn't alone. Behind her, almost invisible in the shadows, was a man in a white shirt, following her every move. It was clear Sharon was unaware of his presence, but Lucy's sharp eyes caught the suspicious figure. She stared at the screen, heart racing, wondering who this man could be. Although Lucy had no idea who he was, anyone familiar with Genoa City's past would instantly recognize him. It was Cameron Kirsten, a name associated with terror, manipulation, and a history that most wished to forget. Cameron was believed to be dead. Daniel, upon seeing the footage, exclaimed in disbelief, "Cameron is alive? That's impossible. He's been dead for years." But the proof was undeniable. He was there, walking alongside Sharon as though back from the grave. The chilling question loomed, why was he with her? What twisted game were they playing? As Lucy reviewed the footage over and over, the puzzle pieces began to fall into place. Sharon had been acting strange recently, distant and guarded. But now, seeing her with Cameron, it became clear there was more going on than anyone had imagined. Lucy knew this video held the key to exposing Sharon and uncovering the truth behind Cameron's sudden return. But with this knowledge came a terrifying realization: she was holding dangerous evidence, and if the wrong people found out, her life could be at risk. Lucy's first instinct was to take the video to the police. After all, this was hard proof that Sharon was involved in something dark and dangerous. But the more she thought about it, the more afraid she became. What if this put a target on her back? What if Cameron found out she had the video? Lucy was young, but she wasn't naive. She understood the gravity of the situation. Cameron was not a man to be trifled with, and if he realized she had the evidence that could bring him and Sharon down, he wouldn't hesitate to silence her, permanently. Her hands shook as she copied the video onto a flash drive, locking it away in a drawer. For now, she would keep this secret to herself. Revealing it to the police was too dangerous, especially when she wasn't sure how deep Sharon and Cameron's scheme went. Lucy wasn't sure who she could trust, not even the authorities. What if they were somehow involved? Or worse, what if Sharon's influence extended further than anyone realized? But as much as Lucy wanted to protect herself, she also knew this couldn't be buried forever. The truth had to come out eventually, but she needed a plan, and more importantly, she needed allies. Nick Newman, Sharon's ex-husband, was someone who had always been protective of Lucy and her family. And Daniel, her father, had been through enough trauma to understand the need for caution. She needed them both on her side if she was going to take down Sharon and Cameron. But there was a dilemma: should she tell them now, or keep it hidden until she knew more? Lucy knew her father, Daniel, would want to confront Sharon immediately, and Nick would be livid. They might act rashly, and that could put them all in danger. No, she needed to be careful. Until she had more information about Cameron's role and his intentions, the video would stay locked away. But Nick and Daniel needed to work together to figure out how Cameron had returned from the dead and why Sharon was entangled in this mystery. The more Lucy thought about it, the more questions began swirling in her mind. Had Sharon been coerced by Cameron, or was she willingly working with him? Was Sharon's life also in danger, or was she a part of something even darker? Lucy couldn't shake the feeling that there was much more going on than met the eye. And with Cameron alive and active in Genoa City, nothing and no one was safe. As Lucy wrestled with her decision, Cameron was already one step ahead. He had been watching, waiting, and he knew exactly what Lucy had found. His network of informants had caught wind of the fact that Lucy now possessed a crucial piece of evidence, and that made her a threat. Cameron was a man of action, and he wouldn't wait for Lucy to take her evidence to the authorities or confront Sharon. He would strike first. The cold realization hit Lucy: Cameron knew. He knew she had the video. He knew she was the one who could expose him, and that made her his target. Fear gripped her as she imagined what Cameron was capable of. He had killed before, and there was no doubt in her mind that he would do it again. Lucy was smart, but she was still just a teenager. She wasn't ready for the kind of danger that Cameron brought with him. Lucy knew she couldn't hide forever. Cameron would come for her, and when he did, she had to be ready.